back in the olden days when people would write things down on paper, which is very rare to see these days, people would keep journals, right? Your journal was a place for self-reflection. It was a great space to do that. And I still think that it's a great habit to have, to keep a journal today. If you have that habit, congratulations. I have tried many times. I think my longest spree of writing in my journal almost every day, I think I did almost do a year, like every day of the year for 1 year. And I have like written, periodically throughout my life. But maybe something that's a little bit more accessible today, and also possibly just as good, is to use YouTube to record our own personal ideas. It's a great space to kind of work as an online journal. It has the added benefit, the added bonus that like your friends and family can do the same thing. People who knew you can check up on you or see what you're thinking about, see what you're saying. You do kind of have to be a little bit vulnerable. If you don't want to be vulnerable, you can also make your videos private so that people can't search them, or people who you don't want to see them don't have to see them. But that's just one part of the reason as well. I think in order to use YouTube to better ourselves, probably the best way to do that is to make big, audacious goals. Obviously a little bit realistic as well, but trying to, make these goals that are a little bit harder to achieve and post about them. If let's say you're a tiny bit overweight, you want to be fit, you want to lose weight, or let's say you're already in shape, but you want to, run very quickly, or you want to improve your performance on a sport or anything like that. Make a goal and post about it, and post about your daily progress. What I'm doing for this year, for 2023, is I'm trying to read 25 books, and each time I finish a book, I'm, trying to post a little book review, and it's been wonderful. Like, I've already finished, it's January 30th, and I've already finished 4 books, which is more books than I've ever read in a month, before in my life. And I really read them too, because I knew that I was going to have to make a video. Well, I didn't have to, but I knew that I was going to want to make a video about it and share the lessons that I learned, the things that I learned from the book. So not only did it improve my reading quantity, but it improved my reading quality as well. That's just one idea. You can use it to get in shape. You can use it to become a better programmer if you want to, reach some high level in chess or in a video game or whatever it may be, some art project. You can do that and post your project on YouTube. It will be incredibly motivating to yourself. It's a place to kind of share accountability. It's a place to be vulnerable, but it's also a motivation. And even if you never get any views, or even if you only get 1 view or 2 views, or just your family and friends view your stuff, it's still amazing that, for example, let's just talk about this. Let's say a video has 1 view. I think our human tendency would be to say oh, my video got 1 view. Like, somebody out there on the internet viewed my thing 1 time. I'm so pathetic. But if you think about it, that is amazing. Somebody took the time to view your video. I think that's just so beautiful. It's kind of like if you write a letter to somebody, you're really only expecting 1 read, right? You're just expecting them to do an initial read of your letter. But it takes a tremendous amount of time to write a letter, or many other things. We only expect one read or 1 view or whatever. So why should social media be any different? We should really celebrate 1 view or 0 views. Just the fact that you're taking the time to make it can be a wonderful advantage to yourself. I think that YouTube is a great space to keep an online journal, but I also think YouTube is a great place to become accountable for the goals that we make.